morning, bro. Oh, it's like such a nice day to come out here. It froze or something this morning. It was 37 degrees or something like this. How do you like these? I just picked this up at the Walmart. Had to come in. That's where rednecks go to have fun. So, like, you know the deal. Just up the street, about a mile or two from the Walmart, you come out here a little bit, you're kind of stuck out in kind of a lesser inhabited place. And so because of this, everything around you begin to observe. It becomes luxury compared to what it was back like in Arlington. That place was a third world country, including Falls Church, just like DC. It's all the same to me, man. But out here in Fairfax County, just a little bit farther out, you go on Lee Highway a little bit, and then you end up with Starbucks coffee. But the bathrooms, the restroom, family restroom, boys and girls, you can go up in there, and they got two of those, so they will let you like sit down and finish doing your business and clean yourself up. They won't pester you to come out. You just lock the door. It's like nice. It's not even a stall. It's like a powder room with a toilet with a big 5-gallon flush and everything. And it's just way nicer than the Italian store. Let me tell you that. You try and go up in there, take a half-hour long, and they might start knocking. Make sure you lock that sucker. Lock that puppy up. Come in there, lock that bad boy. Oh, come in here then. Come on. Come on. Please. Come inside. Find out what happens, What do you think I'm gonna do? Really, I don't have to lock this stall if I don't feel like it. I'm just here to take a piss, honestly. Then I decided that I was starting to fart a little bit, and it progressed and developed in maturation into something entirely, and I had to, that was a long, I in that Starbucks over here, I took my sweet ass time. Oh, and I cleaned myself up good and nice right after. I like to stay hygienic, because I'm a homeless bum right now, today. I was kicked out of my house, and this is just where I live now. I was spending lots and lots of time out here anyway. I was gonna be out here anyway. This is just what I usually do, right? I don't go for Starbucks coffee though. Most of the time I get like Red Bull, sugar free. I have to have at least something. I mean, it makes it easier to drive for long periods of time, and I like to go traveling. I mean, what this is to me, it's a permanent road trip. Just like Angela was doing. Living in a car, ain't nothing wrong with it as long as you keep the place clean and tidy. I got a pile of junk down here, and I'm gonna clear it out later. Then I'm gonna come in the back of my truck, my Jeep, and organize all the clothing. I just bought 3 brand new pair of pants, a bunch of boxer brief, sock, like work sock, gray work sock. That's all I need. Oh yes, I have all the goodies. And I got a big coil of wire while I was at it. A set of pliers. I still plan to stay productive while I'm homeless. I'm going to still build radios while I'm going to the micro center later today. 100%. I don't have any parts. The thing is, a week ago I actually had capacitors in here. I had loudspeakers, everything that I needed. Then I transferred all the stuff onto my desk in my room. Why did I leave it back there? I even got lithium ion rechargeable battery pack from like the CVS ones. 25,000 milliamp hours. This is enough power to charge a cell phone 10 times or something like this. This little camcorder, what I had going, I had got like two extra battery pack. Here's the old original battery from Sony, and this one here, it says Castar Type K. It is NP-BK1, designed suitable for Sony camcorder. Nothing else really. I'm sure you could, if you could get the hole to be that size, you could stick these things right in the contact, the gold plated. As long as it's touching a wire, well, why wouldn't it work? It's just a lithium ion rechargeable battery. Is it lithium ion polymer or lithium something else, or lithium with graphite? How did they make these? They make a sandwich, many layers, very high energy density. What they got is 1,100 milliamp hours, in one of these little camcorder batteries. So that is, in simple terms, that means that I can record a half-hour long video with one, then I have to recharge it. Or I can split it up, make a 10-minute long clip, then play it back for a while, see if I like it, maybe even make it again. Then after that, the battery is halfway dead, but it's still good enough. It's actually good enough for like 25 more minutes of footage. I just wouldn't be able to do anything else with it. It might like actually die in the middle, so you never know. The recording could finish as soon as the battery's no good. There's no way for me to get like an expansion of a larger battery for it with more milliamp hours, more watt hour. One of these, I would imagine, these camcorders are running on like 2 or 3 watts of energy, aren't they? They're very low power. The battery's 3.6 volts. When they're fresh, they tend to make 3.7 or 3.8 after you charge them up and stuff. Then it gradually progresses down like to 3.5, till it's no good no more. They charge up at much higher voltage than this for some reason. You gotta have 4.2 volts. The thing is, it's a big fire risk to charge it with any higher voltage than 4.2. You wouldn't be able to get away with it. That's the maximum, actually. Like if you got a solar panel set up with lithium ion rechargeable, what you do is you end up with, you top it off from time to time. Anytime the sun comes out, maybe. Just have to dial the setup in just right, if that's what types of system that you're working with. For me, I have 3 of these if I go on a bicycle adventure. Right now, I do not have a bicycle, but all I gotta do is come back there, grab it maybe. It's just sitting there. It's ready for anybody to come and steal it. And I spent $705 on it, so it wouldn't be stealing if I grabbed it, right? So it's mine. It's my property. Just forgot to get it. Okay. I have the receipt for these things. I'm not lying to you guys. And it's just too expensive to leave there. Just like the computer and the digital camera. But there's other things that I want to bring too that aren't expensive, that are like sentimental. Like my new crock pot, honestly. Although I've only had it for a year, it's gotten me through tough times. I have to owe it to that. Well, what am I gonna cook with? Do I get an outdoor propane stove? What do I get here? See, because right now I'm waiting for the Chinese food restaurant to finish my order. Ordered it like an hour ago. They just weren't opened up for lunchtime. All the cars are gradually coming right over into this parking lot I've never been to before in my whole life. I never even knew that such luxury existed out here, that you could take a dump for half an hour and no one will harass you at all. And then you can get coffee, like, at the same establishment. Really? They let you? I thought they were about to kick me the hell out of there. I blew the place up, you know, with fishy, but I flushed all of it. Didn't make any mess in there. I clean up after myself very good. Better than they can. That place was actually not very sanitary. It was just a very nice restroom to use. Just a little bit of urine residue splattering. Any Starbucks would be the same. I would imagine any Subway bathroom. Well, those are a little cleaner actually, right? McDonald's are very pristine. I don't go into those ones. I don't want to go in there like soil the don't want to go in there and like deflower their rows. Pollute. Oh yeah. I would contaminate the McDonald's. The only reason I would ever go near a McDonald's is to just have the Wi-Fi. That's how I was uploading that vid last night. You know it. That's how y'all saw that so quick too. I was just driving around right after I filmed it. Ended up coming right to a place where I could get connected to a network, and that's like wireless. Basically, so you're telling me that I'm on a permanent road trip. It's like a vacation, a field trip. Like, I feel like I'm at the movies. I feel like I'm watching basketball. Like non-stop now. I'm at the baseball game right now. I'm at the hockey game, just chilling there, dude. I can recline this seat too. Look. I didn't even realize that I could do this in my Jeep before. That's all there is to it. Now, I even put the, I put the seat heater on here. So like, I don't have to be uncomfortable in here no more. I have caffeine at least. The cashier lady was nice. She must have been like 18. Nice, sweet young thing. I need a wife to cook for me, actually. Oh, but I don't even have my crock pot. Something tells me I'm gonna have to get like those aluminum disposable trays. Find an outdoor grilling. Go to Lake Akatink, something like this. Bring along some chicken. Sausages, bring a piece of fish, catch a fish in the lake, whatever. Maybe go to the Potomac River and catch fish there. That's probably safer. I have eaten the fish there numerous times. Ain't nothing wrong with it, folks. Just watch out for the wiggly red little tapeworms in the belly cavity. If they go extrude and penetrate into the flesh of the fish fillet. The channel catfish, especially, they're not always very safe for you to eat. You can tell when an animal is healthy or sick. It's easy. Just dissect the body and examine the internal and analyze the organelles in the organism. Inside the viscerally, very get all into it. Use your hands, spread things apart, use blunt dissection, look around, make sure the liver has a good color, a very pleasant tone. Then you will be very sure that this is a healthy fish for you to eat, and you wouldn't have to toss it back. Just bring this home. Put it in the ice. Ice this fish right away. It's too hot out here. This fish need to cool off. The hot sun beaten down and marinade onto the fish fillet. It's not fresh no more. We have to barbecue as soon as possible to kill the bacteria. Ooh, I'm happy that I asked for a large. And these little 8.4 fluid ounce Red Bull, it's not enough for me. I have to have a little bit more milligrams of anhydrous caffeine hydrochloride of the alkaloids in circulation into the cerebellar, you know what I'm saying? Like, have to have, like, it's like electricity for your brain. Gotta stay charged up out here. And gotta, like, stay awake. Gotta stay up. This is what they always told me. Stay up. It's good advice. I mean, that's what I would want to do if I was in that situation, which I still am. I have to. I need it so bad. It's my life, though. Wow, I have to go get it right now. Oh. What time? Okay. This food is going to be ready in half an hour, allegedly. If this place is anyway halfway decent. The pictures on Yelp, they looked very, oh man, this is a nice spot. Like 4.5 star though. Panda Cafe. Well, that's just substantially better than Grand Hunan or Cafe or whatever in like Falls Church and Arlington and all this. I mean, the pictures just looked like way better. They looked like how it was supposed to look back in the day. Like, all these places had much better stuff. They were all the same actually a long time ago. Now it's like you have to be a little bit more picky, especially looking at the prices. And I mean, the spring roll order, you get 3 at this place. It's $5 for that. They tax these things too. So like you get like 5 of those, sets you back $25, something like this. Then you'd be a little bit $25 poor. What are you gonna get? 2 entrees afterward? Kung Pao chicken and like a Singapore noodle? Well, that's just what I'll get. Already ordered. You could do these things on the internet now. Pull out your cell phone, download Yelp, or just call the place. any jackass, a child could figure this out. It's not complicated at all, is it? Oh, yeah. So like, got milk at and it's the freshest milk I can find. So like, but this has milk in it too. Well, I tell you what, my skeleton is in great shape now. Oh yeah, my bones, they're totally done doing whatever the bones had to do and finish up the process. It's a marathon, not a sprint with these things. I just so happened to do it at a quicker pace than I was really supposed to. Things kind of happened all at once, honestly. So rapidly, wow. What else I got at this Walmart? It was a coil of the 4 strands of 25 feet of trailer hitch tailgate wire. 18 gauge, copper, like multi-stranded. I'm still going to stay productive. Like I said, I have to build these radios. So like, pliers, when you work with wire, it's almost like a cardio workout, like moving, bending, twisting. If you have thick enough pieces of wire and you're doing enough of it, it's an upper body workout. You know, like building a radio. You do it enough. If you're big enough into it, if you're the only guy, if you ain't got no help, you don't have any type of no apprenticeship. Like, that's what I need. I need to have a warehouse where I can like store things on pallets and have an assembly line, crank these things out for my online store, which still gotta get to that really soon. It's my only way to get like any kind of side income at all. Have to do this, even if I'm just selling handmade radios to random people from eBay who may not even know how to use them. One day the world will find out. My technology shall spread. It shall reach across the farthest corners of the globe, and every inhabitant shall soon learn of my teachings. I shall instruct about how these things work to all of y'all. Y'all don't even probably know what an antenna does, do you now? Well, FM antennas, any piece of metal, anything at all is an FM antenna. If you really wanted it to be, you just get a whip, little piece of metal rod, that a wire can be considered. This car charger picks up FM radio. This, you can extend it. You can pick up as much or as little FM radio as you need to. It's useful for being at work. If you need to keep the volume a little low, you just collapse it. Have less of a signal. And if you want it really loud, you extend it and set it down on the table. Listen to it for a while. Maybe plug in a couple fresh batteries halfway through. That's just what I would do anyway. Sucks that I didn't bring my batteries out here, but on the bright side, batteries are really cheap compared to other things that I spend my money on. You know, batteries, like, I'm just getting new ones. Not getting alkalines. I'm gonna come up with a way to recharge these things and like keep them kind of in my pocket whenever I need it. Didn't bring a multimeter. I'll go to the Micro Center later. Multimeters at the Walmart, they are for premium price. Can't really get those then. They look good though, but I think I'd come up with something a little bit better, even at the small little family-owned electronics shop. Which is like another thing that I really want to do sometime at some point in my lifetime. I'm gonna have to build vacuum tube radios and make a specialty in this. But eventually the tubes from the 50s and stuff and the 60s, the surplus that they got up there on eBay, people are buying them all right now. They're using them all up. There's none left right now anymore, probably. You'd have a hard time finding anything. Take forever to ship anyway. So what I gotta do is make a replica. You know, I gotta figure out how to actually fabricate my own pentode, tetrode, triode, diode, and all this rectification, all of everything, the whole deal. The whole 9 yards has to be done. I'm going to be the one to do it. I know exactly what they got in these things now. I've never even opened one up. I've never cracked one, smashed one open with a hammer. I've just looked at diagrams. That's all the knowledge I need. Got a very crisp and crystal clear picture in my head of what these things look like inside. It's easy enough to build. You just coil up a little piece of wire. That's about all you really got to do. Then stick it in a glass envelope and get something hot, like a hot torch, acetylene, hydrogen, whatever, to seal the glass, the Pyrex. As you're sucking a huge vacuum out of there, you might even want to replace some of that vacuum with argon gas. just a tiny little bit. It's still mostly got a vacuum in there. It's just a low pressure argon gas. This is one type of a way to make a tube, at least a homemade type of tube. If you're trying to go for something a little more fancy, for like a hi-fi guitar amp type of deal thing, phonograph type tubes, anything with microphone, with speech, you can't have any distortion with these. They have to be done a little bit more special. Have to have many different, probably a high pass, low pass thing with adjustable knobs, like a little leveling audio. If you wanted to record somebody singing, it's like probably a little easier to get an electric guitar through a vacuum tube, if you make a homemade one anyway, to amplify a signal. Oh no, it's 26 minutes.